Alright, we are starting this normal one, I would say, because no hacking level added. As you can see, it's very much default swarm, and our goal is gonna be to not evolve or take no damage from the boss. Ideally, even both. We'll see how it goes with the adorable Bloodibus. I enabled the UI part here so that you see the timer and the upcoming skills. Normally I have it off for cleanness sake, but it's perfectly fine to have on, and will allow you as someone watching this to understand what's going on and maybe get a better understanding for your own gameplay. We will be taking the thrill here because PS is very decent. Like, most of the skills Platypus has access to will be just fine, but that said, piercing early on is still really nice. We can just hot swap this later if we need to. Then we take the water can because we do want extra skills, not just rely on our primary attack. Now we have the options between the spike class to get more damage, the gearbox which increases our health, the hopeless tonic if you're in a pickle, and the piercing slash. None of these are super great. Lunchbox is gonna help for not evolving, but it's okay. I don't wanna rely on revives even if it's an epic, so we are taking the magnet. So I don't have to move as far to get XP or health pickups, which in return means I take less damage, most likely, hopefully. We upgrade our drill to 4. It's just one stage higher and it's maxed out. Now, Wonder Cream isn't terrible here because it is cooldown reduction, but it's only during a spot, which isn't all that amazing. However, we have access to Toxic Waste here. Platypus in his skill tree has Toxic Up, which increases the damage of toxic skills or techniques, call them whatever you wish. So we are taking that because this puddle is dealing extra damage right now. Our ultimate is proccable now. We don't necessarily need it yet, but we can. We will take the Ice Shuriken. It's a water skill. Platypus being a water tem obviously scales with that in his tree as well, and it's a pretty decent skill overall what we have right here. So let's activate this control zone. We just have to not leave it. And, this is very early on, so enemies are still approaching very slowly, which means this is very fairly doable. We upgraded our Shuriken, gained a few Panzus. And now we have the option of the 44 band, which again, any no able run, this is gonna be helpful because you gain more armor, but since I can still afford it, I'm being a bit greedy going for the magnet. There are no events happening on the map right now, so I'm not super miffed about leaving this area as of yet. The situation of status conditions that plays into synergy with poison, but as you can see, and even the freezing, so it's not bad. We can also press G here and look at what we currently have and what we need to, you know, synergize here and get a skill upgrade. And if we close this again, As you can see, none of the ones I have would upgrade off that. So I'm ignoring it for now, and we'll just take the wall again. It will also in the tab itself tell you if it's a synergy component for something you have. Are we ignoring the evolution? Normally I would take it. Instead we are using the magnet again because our damage is still fine. Revive is obviously tempting, so is having more panzus, but we just take the toxic waste. Grab the money and slowly walk towards the event. We're just gonna be a hatching at one. Because there is a new egg in this update that I'm very curious to see. But again on magnet, let's magnet so that it's maxed out and we'll free up the slot. Trying to debate from which side to approach it best, but let's go right. There we go. Broke that. Which was not the egg yet, the egg is further up ahead. Let's upgrade the shirt in that box. We upgraded toxic waste and got a bit of cash. It's now with us, it has its own HP bar, and it needs to survive for 3 minutes. It's the water blade. Unfortunately, there's no way to speed up the timer on the egg, so you just have to survive. That was odd. For a second my keyboard did not respond to my broken input. I'm just circling around this area because it's easy to defend the egg. Now this will make defending the egg slightly harder, not super hard, but still. Shooting upgraded, got a peach, and the panzers. We lost a smidge of health there. And still. He pressed on that accidentally. Fluid barrier isn't bad, but it's just gonna be wherever I face. So it's not gonna cover me from all directions, which is a shame. But it is what it is. Toxins here. We take that because we do have poison. And I might want to be into that a bit more. But even right now it's already doing its job. Again, it's pretty much random what you will get, and while you can force it to some extent, see, they combine these two. can force it, but then you have to constantly recycle and reroll until you get the absolute synergy you want, and I kind of feel like that goes against the concept of the game being RNG. Like, you're meant to make a build work with what you can access, and sure, you play synergies of that and pick those specifically, but at least some skill impression should be there. The key field is gonna be big, but not super big. So I'm gonna take the shoe. This is also really nice, because it's for every step traveled. You move around a lot. I'm good on the shuriken for now. Let's get that. Get some cash going. And then we can just go with either of these. They're all pretty good here. Like, the evolution is always gonna take up a slot. As I can snooze it, I don't know if I can. I might try. And oh, I guess I check. TemTem unlocked. We got the Chromion and it looks amazing. It doesn't have an evolution, but it can change color and gain new ultimates through the techniques change, which is a very interesting way to play the game, and I very much look forward to experiencing that. And I hope it's gonna be a blast. It looks very interesting. Dashing through here. I didn't feel like taking damage. Can I snooze you? In fact, I can. So now I'm not accidentally clicking it anymore. Never mind, that snoozed the other thing. Shit. That's probably not good for us. I had a hunch it was gonna snooze that instead because of the press escape to go back. Well, we just made it a bit more difficult now. It's just ultimate here for once. Not because I need to, but I'm sitting on it the entire time. Let's max out Toxic Priest, which, as you could just see, synergizes with both of the perks I picked up. I hesitated, I don't know why. But still did it. Nice. Water can. Got a decent chunk of XP for that. Let me just turtle a bit. Like this. Let's max out the water cannon. I'm strong enough to not rely on the ultimate here to get this event. 10 minutes, so next mini boss. As you can see, the poison is doing a lot of work here. That's a really good upgrade. Give me a lot of what I needed. Now we have the toxic here. So this synergizes with it, the hollow core, it's what we need if we want to upgrade it. So we take that. It's the ramp. I'm ultimating here because it gives me more punches if I do. And now we could override one of our skills. But, and that's a big but, this is still aimed. That means it's where I walk typically. More like where I face, but that also helps walking. So I'm skipping that for now as I prefer to just get one more synergy slot for something I already have. There we go. Once again, this would override one of my abilities. And this is perfectly fine. Like this one is actually good. I'm inclined to actually get it. And I'm getting rid of the shuriken in favor of it. Because you can see this is actually doing work. Oh, I'm stuck. Like the shuriken is amazing as well, but didn't have the upgrade option for it yet. And I can still hot swap later. Being stubborn about what you want to run is gonna backfire. Always be flexible. I didn't need to ult there, I chose to. Just because it's a little faster. Once again, we could take that here, but don't feel like it. Yes, it would synergize well. But the other two skills are really good as well. Here's our Hollow Core. There's a Panzer event. Let's max out the Hollow Core first. And then now it's gonna be only new options that pop. It apparently instant died. Took one hit there, that's okay. We only need to not get hit by the boss. If we double down. We take the Hydro Turbine here so that we can upload that. It synergizes with all three water skills. And with that, our build is fine. And done. We just need to upgrade our synergies now. Obviously, I could also swap the Pierce still if I rolled something I wanna get a synergy on. But as you can see in a second, yeah, got 3 of 4 skills synergized. That's decent value. They just need to upgrade now in their higher forms. Which they apparently won't because I'm not evolved. Okay. Because these are still normal. There's no plus sign next to them. That's gonna make things slightly more difficult again. But not like can't beat the map difficult. I think. We will see. I wanna get to the event. I don't know why I walked into that instead of just hitting it, but again, so long as I don't full stun stack that during the boss, get the higher tier. I'm not taking that. Three minutes until the boss. Just keeping my health topped up. So that ideally it's very noticeable if I take damage during the boss fight. Something hit me there though. It was unfortunate. Let's try to get to that cherry. Which is way further back than I thought it was gonna be. No, I don't really need that anymore because I leveled up. Two minutes and a dream. My ultimate is back up even if I use it now. But I'm trying to hold off on it. Same with the burn, I would rather see that used to the boss. There was a synergy, but since they won't upgrade, hotspot. The synergies I have right now are good enough as is. Even without upgrading this skill, they contribute a lot of damage. There's Nestler, and now we damage Nestler. We take the Pansy. The ultimate here, and there she goes. She's taken down without taking damage. And we unlock the achievement.